beautiful people, what's good? How are you doing? If you're new here, it's Faye. Hello beautiful people, what's good? How are you doing? It's Faye. If you're new, if you don't deep condition, why am I even talking to you? Why am I talking to you? Hello beautiful people, what's good? How are you doing? It's Faye. If you're new, thanks so much for coming over. We're so happy to have you join this family, so don't hesitate. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notification bells so that each time I post a new video you're already subscribed. Thank you so much. So today, as you can tell by the title of the video, I'm going to be giving you guys tips in which you need to know to start up your natural hair journey. Like, you're probably wondering, okay, now I'm ready to transition. Okay, I'm ready to have my big job, or okay, I'm ready to start taking care of my hair. What do I need to know? And that's why I'm here. I'm here for you. Okay, so first I'm going to tell you, you need 3 very important tips to know, to note, to start up your journey. And then you need to know some of the terms and terminologies used. You know, when they tell you, oh, high porosity hair, low porosity hair, oh, I'm type 4, type 4B, oh, my hair width is different from my hair density, and all those things. So I'm going to give you guys all of those in this video. Am I not awesome? Yes, I am. So guys, the first tip I'm going to give you is you have to love your hair, because I know some of you start out your interest in natural hair and whatnot. Maybe you saw someone's hair, this celebrity or this friend of yours or something. You just saw someone saying like, oh my god, I want my hair to look like that. When I do wash and goes, I want my styles to come out that way. When I do twist out, I want it to look like that. Like, oh my god, it's so awesome, so amazing, blah blah blah. But the thing is, nobody's hair is alike. So you might do the same styles, use the same techniques, use the same products, and it comes out differently. Your hair is going to come out like your hair, and that person's hair is going to come out like that person's hair. So you need to learn to love your own hair, love how your hair looks, and love everything about your hair basically. Yeah, so that's number 1. Love your hair. Okay. So number 2 is you need to know about cleansing your hair. Now I don't just mean using shampoos, I mean the whole process, your whole wash day routine process. So you need to create a regimen, and then you need to stick to the regimen. I know when I was starting out, I just always heard people say, create a regimen, create a regimen, create a regimen. What is a regimen? Okay, they'll tell you a regimen is the process by which you, like, oh god, using science definition, process by which, okay. A regimen is like the steps you take in your wash day. Okay, so how do I set it up? How do I plan the wash day routine? It was really confusing for me for a very long time, but then I figured it out, and I'm sure like it's very easy. It's actually very easy. So I'm just going to, like, you know, help you guys out with that, because I'm just awesome like that. Okay, and nuts. Alright. So basically my wash day routine goes like this. For the whole month, we have 4 weeks in a month. My first week I do a full wash day routine, and then every other week I just like not go in depth, just like a co-wash. Yeah, basically I do a co-wash. So what is my full wash day routine like? My full wash day routine is basically me doing a pre-pon, then shampooing, then deep conditioning, and then if there's any treatment I want to do, I do that next, and then I style my hair. But my in between wash days routine goes like this. I co-wash using a co-wash. Anyways, I co-wash, and then I deep condition, and then I style. Now another thing to note is on my full wash days, sometimes I don't use shampoos. I use clay. I do a clay mask using Aztec benzoate clay and apple cider vinegar. if I do a clay mask, I have a video on that. I'm going to link it up here so you can watch that and see what I do when I use clay masks for my full wash day. And I'll probably bring a video for you guys on my full wash day routine using shampoos and so basically that's what my regimen is like. Full wash day once a month, 3 times in a month, co-washing, and these things I do on my full wash days: pre-poo, shampoo, deep condition, and style. And then on my in-between wash days, co-wash and deep condition and style. So that's my regimen, and I try to stick to it. You know, the day I'm supposed to do it, I do it. What I'm supposed to do, I do. I try not to switch things up. There's a full story to why my wash day is arranged that way, or the reason for arranging it that way, and other ways you can arrange your wash day. When I bring the video on wash day routines, I will give you guys all the details on that. So basically what I'm just trying to say in my second point is create a regimen and stick to it. Okay, it's not about how often you wash your hair. Like, I mean, you don't have to wash your hair every week like I do. That's just what my hair likes. So you do what your hair likes. So it's not about how often you do it. It's about how consistent you are. When you plan what you want to do, how consistent are you with doing? Do you stick to the regimen you created? You have to stick to the regimen. You have to. Okay. Now, side note, a lot of people complain about long wash days. If you're natural, if you're going natural, it's unavoidable. Like, there's no way you want to have a very, very short wash day routine. Like, there's no way. And the thing is, the tighter your curl pattern and the denser your hair is and the longer it is, you can't spend less than 1 hour doing your wash day, because it's not possible. It's just not possible. Let's just leave it at that. The third point I'm going to give you guys is you have to be anti-dryness. Like, that's like, you should know that natural hair doesn't like dryness. Your hair has to be moisturized every time, 24/7 of the whole week, of the whole month. You just have to keep your hair moisturized. You have to figure out how to get your hair moisturized and to keep it moisturized. And I've said this before, but if you notice your hair gets dry on the 3rd day, then you want to moisturize on the 2nd day, so that way you won't even experience the dryness. Your hair is like a plant. It needs all the water it can get for it to thrive, and nutrients and all that. So you need to get good hair product, and you need to keep it moisturized, and you need to use a very good technique. So yeah, you don't want dry hair. That's just going to lead to breakage, and you don't want that. So those are 3 important points you need to know starting up your natural hair journey. Love your hair, cleanse regularly, and moisturize. Yeah. So next up, we're going to be talking about the terminologies that you need to know. Number 1 terminology is natural hair. What is natural hair? It is hair that you've not applied any chemical to it, so it's in its natural state, right the way you were born. Now, what is transitioning hair? Transitioning hair is hair in which maybe you applied chemical or something like that, and then your hair is growing out, so you can see the part where the chemical has been applied, and you can see your natural hair. That is transitioning hair. Then the next thing we're going to talk about is the picture. What is the picture? Picture is when you've been growing out your natural hair, you still have some transitioning parts, and then you cut off those transitioning parts, so you're left with your natural hair. Then relaxed hair is when you apply a cream or a lotion or something to change the texture of your hair, to make it more manageable, easier to straighten, and yeah, basically that's it. Then we're going to talk about hair types. Hair types, there are basically 4 hair types. You have type 1 hair is usually straight hair. Type 2 hair is usually wavy hair. Type 3 is usually curly hair, and type 4 is usually coily hair. And then you have hair porosity. Hair porosity just basically means the ability of your hair to absorb and retain water or moisture. And there are 3 types of porosity. We have high porosity, medium or normal porosity, and low porosity hair. High porosity means your cuticles are wide open, so you can absorb water so easily and so fast. But the disadvantage to that is that high porosity hair tends to lose water just as fast as it absorbs it. Low porosity hair, the cuticles are so tightly closed that it's very hard and difficult to absorb water. But the advantage to that is the moisture lasts once it gets into your hair. And normal porosity, they take water reasonably fast and normal, and then also the rate at which it gets out of the hair is not so fast. It's just right there. So yeah, and your porosity is affected by chemicals, dyeing your hair, heat, and all those kind of things. Next, we're going to talk about the hair density. Hair density just means how many strands of hair you have on your head, on your scalp. So if you take a square of your scalp, how many strands of hair are there? And then you have high density, low density, and normal density. High density means you have hair so much on your scalp that it's very difficult to see your scalp. And then low density means you have so much space in between strands of hair. Then hair width. Now this is different from hair density. Hair width talks about how thin or thick a strand of hair is. Okay, and then we're going to talk about hair texture. It just means, is your hair fine, coarse, or normal? Then we're going to talk about sleep. What is sleep? Sleep is just basically how well a product makes it easy to detangle your hair. When you apply the product to your hair, does your finger glide through your hair? Does your comb or brush glide through your hair? Then what is a wash and go? A wash and go is basically your hair in its natural state. You don't manipulate it with a brush or comb or stretch it or anything like that. You probably use a product to better define your curls and aid its natural state, but it's in its natural state. Yeah. Then what's a TWA? It means teeny weeny afro. Like your hair is like really short, like very short. And then there are different length acronyms. I'm going to show you guys right here. Yeah, okay. So what's a pre-poo? It's a treatment you do before shampooing your hair. This is because normally shampoos strip the hair of its natural oils and moisture. So you do a pre-poo beforehand to prevent against too much stripping of your hair. And a pre-poo can be anything from oils to an actual pre-poo, products that they name pre-poos, or a conditioner, a DIY conditioner, anything. Now we're going to talk about sulfate-free shampoos. Sulfate-free shampoos are shampoos that don't have sulfates in them, obviously. But the reason why people use sulfate-free shampoos is because sulfates have the tendency to strip your hair dry, which in the long run is bad for your hair. So naturals tend to stay away from sulfate shampoos and stick to sulfate-free shampoos. Then next is co-washing. What is co-washing? This is basically you not using shampoos but using a cleansing conditioner to wash your hair. So it's called conditioner only washing, co-wash. Then deep conditioning. It's like, if you don't deep condition, why am I even talking to you? Why am I talking to you? A deep conditioner is a treatment you put in your hair for a certain number of minutes while sometimes applying heat or an environment that increases temperature basically. So I do this because after styling your hair, exposing your hair to the atmosphere elements and everything, you've put your hair through so much, so you need to restore those moistures that have been lost, strengthen it, all that things. That's what you need your deep conditioner for, and it's very important you do a deep conditioning at least weekly or every 2 weeks. Very important. Very important. Okay. Next, we'll talk about protein treatment. Now your hair is made up of protein, and manipulating your hair and all those tend to wear off some of these proteins. So you need to do your protein treatment to restore the depleted protein, if that makes sense. And your porosity determines how often you need protein treatment. if you're high porosity, you need it. If you're high porosity, sorry, you need this every often. And if you're low porosity, probably not so often, because most low porosity people tend to be protein sensitive. That's because of how tightly closed your cuticles are. So putting proteins on top of those tightly closed cuticles. Now, another thing we're going to talk about is protective style. Now, just because a style is low manipulation doesn't make it protective style. Putting your hair in a high poof. Putting your hair in a high poof is not a protective style. It is low manipulation, which is good, but it's not protective styling, which is better. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? It's very good if you do low manipulation styles, because you tend to not disrupt your hair a lot. You just leave it to do its thing. But it's better you do a protective style because it's low manipulation and protecting. So now, what is a protective style? How do you protective style your hair? This is a low manipulation style, but it's not protected because the ends of my hair are exposed to everything, rubbing on stuff. If my hair was like really long and hanging down, then it'd be rubbing on my clothes, and that's like friction. Touching my hair every time because my hair is like this, I tend to touch it a lot. That's friction. Just, you know, basically everything. So that's why if I pack my hair up in a bun and tuck the ends away, that's a protective style. If I do cornrows and tuck the ends away, that's a protective style. If I get wigs or I get sewings, that's a protective style, and it's also low manipulation. So do you understand what protective style is now? So do a lot of protective styles, yeah. Another thing to talk about is the kitchen of the hair. That just basically refers to the nape, this back area of your hair. That's the kitchen area. Another one is a curly or wash day routine. This is basically things you do before, during, and after you cleanse your hair. So before you cleanse your hair, you pre-poo, you do all of that, you wash your hair, you put your leave-in conditioner, you style your hair. What do you do between when you style your hair to the next wash day routine? All of that is your curly or wash day routine. Then your hair regimen. This is things you do weekly or bi-weekly to better manage and maintain your hair. Then last but not least is awkward stage. What does this mean? The awkward stage is between when you're teeny weeny afro and shoulder length. So you're not exactly short, but you're not exactly long. It's like, what are you doing? Like, so that's the awkward stage. Like, it's really awkward. I'm actually, sometimes I feel like I'm still in the awkward stage, because though my hair, which is hair, in styles, you won't even like notice that it's that long. So I still feel like I'm in the awkward stage. Maybe if I get more length, or if I find out ways to, you know, take myself out of this forever shrunken state, then I would better enjoy my length. But yeah, so those are the terminologies I have for you guys. So if there are more that you guys don't know or I haven't mentioned here and you'd like to know what they mean, just drop them in the comment section down below and I'll do my best to answer them. So thank you so much guys for watching, and I'll see you next one. Bye.